What if I told you that just 8 minutes could change the way money flows into your life? Not an hour, not a full day of hustle, just 5 intentional minutes. Success is not always built on massive leaps, but on small, consistent actions that compound into extraordinary results. This talk reveals how using 8 minutes daily for visualization, gratitude, learning, action, mindset resets, and giving back can unlock the doors to abundance. It's not about working harder, it's about aligning yourself with wealth and possibility. When you dedicate even the smallest slice of your day to growth, the universe responds in ways that will surprise you. Your financial breakthrough doesn't have to wait years. It can begin today with just 8 minutes. Beloved friend, let me ask you a question. What if just 8 minutes a day could transform your financial life? What if in the same time it takes to scroll through a feed, complain about your problems, or pour a cup of coffee, you could plant a seed that grows into wealth, opportunity, and freedom? We live in a world that tells us success requires hustle, grind, and endless hours of sacrifice. But the truth is, transformation begins not with how long you work, but with how deeply you focus. 8 minutes, yes, just 8 minutes, when used with intention, can shift the course of your life. I am not speaking about a magic trick, a quick hack, or an overnight lottery win. I am speaking about presence, about the power of a daily practice that over time compounds into extraordinary results. 8 minutes may feel small, but in the spiritual language of the universe, small acts repeated with devotion become unstoppable momentum. And so, today, I invite you to explore the 8 to 10 minute trick to earning more every day. It's not about luck. It's not about waiting for your breakthrough. It's about choosing to align yourself with abundance, one intentional step at a time. Let us walk through 6 principles, 6 ways you can use just 8 minutes daily to rewire your mind, raise your energy, and open yourself to wealth in ways you've never imagined. Every creation begins twice, first in the mind, then in the world. Before a building touches the sky, it exists as a vision on a piece of paper. Before a symphony fills the air, it exists as a melody in the heart of the composer. And before wealth can flow into your life, it must be seen, felt, and believed within you. For just 8 minutes each day, close your eyes and imagine the life you desire in vivid detail. See yourself living in abundance, not someday, but now. Picture your bank account growing, your business thriving, opportunities arriving with ease. Don't just see it, feel it. Hear the sound of success in your life. Taste the freedom of financial peace. Smell the air of possibility. Touch the future with your imagination. Why does this matter? Because your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. When you live in the energy of wealth, your thoughts, actions, and choices align with it. Opportunities that once seemed invisible suddenly reveal themselves. You'll notice the job opening, the business idea, the conversation that leads to collaboration. People dismiss visualization because it feels too simple. But 8 minutes of daily visualization is like programming your inner GPS. Without it, you wander aimlessly. With it, you move directly toward your destination. Think about the most successful people in history. They began by holding a vision long before the world could see it. They nurtured the invisible until it became visible. And you can too. If you commit to 8 minutes of visualization each day, you are telling the universe, this is who I am. This is where I am going. And I will not be denied. Small as it may seem, this practice rewires your brain for abundance. And over time, what you once imagined will become the life you are living. Wealth does not begin with you lack. It begins with what you notice. Every day, countless people wake up, look at their lives, and see only what is missing: not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunities. This constant focus on lack only attracts more lack. But gratitude flips the script. When you dedicate just 8 minutes a day to acknowledging what you already have, you awaken the energy of abundance in your life. Take those 8 minutes each morning or evening and list out loud or on paper what you're grateful for. Start simple. I am grateful for this breath, for the roof over my head, for the chance to learn, for the opportunity still ahead of me. You'll notice something powerful as you recognize the wealth already present. You feel rich, even before your external circumstances change. And here's the mystery. When you feel rich, you attract richness. Gratitude shifts your vibration from scarcity to sufficiency. And sufficiency is the soil from which more grows. Think about it. Would you give more to someone who constantly complains about what they don't have, or to someone who appreciates what's already been given? The universe works in the same way. Gratitude makes you magnetic. For just 8 minutes each day, enter into the sacred practice of thankfulness. Feel it in your bones, not just your words. And watch how opportunities begin to multiply in response. If you want to earn more, you must become more. Not in worth, for your worth is already infinite, but in skill, in wisdom, and knowledge. The word rewards those who grow, who sharpen their gifts, who refuse to stay stagnant. Take 8 minutes each day to learn something new about wealth, business, investing, or personal growth. It might be reading a page of a book, listening to a short podcast, or studying a financial principle. In those moments, you plant seeds of wisdom that will one day bear fruit. Most people say, I don't have time to study, but you don't need hours. You need consistency. Imagine spending 8 minutes a day for 1 year. That's 828 to 10 minutes or over 30 hours of focused learning. 30 hours devoted to anything will make you wiser, sharper, and more valuable than 90% of people who never take the time. The 5-minute trick isn't about quantity, it's about momentum. Every day you learn, your mind expands. You see opportunities others miss. You create strategies others don't know exist. And wealth begins to flow toward you because knowledge is a magnet. Dreaming without doing is just fantasy. But doing without vision is wasted energy. The sweet spot is daily intentional action. And yes, even 8 minutes is enough to move mountains when done consistently. Set aside 8 minutes a day to take one specific action that moves you closer to financial growth. It might be sending an email, making a call, posting a piece of content, researching a client, or updating your resume. Small steps compound into massive change. Think of a dripping faucet. A single drop seems insignificant, but let it drip long enough and it fills the entire bucket. Your 8 minutes of action each day may feel small, but after weeks and months, it becomes unstoppable momentum. We often wait for perfect timing before taking action, but perfection is an illusion. The only perfect moment is the one you give yourself right now. 8 minutes of intentional doing, daily, consistently, will outperform hours of sporadic effort. Money follows mindset. If you carry beliefs like, I'll never be rich, or I'm not good with money, those stories become your reality. But in just 8 minutes a day, you can rewire your thinking. Use affirmations, journaling, or meditation to replace old beliefs with new ones. Say to yourself, I am worthy of abundance. I attract wealth with ease. I am capable of creating opportunities. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. At first, your mind may resist. Old beliefs cling tightly. But consistency is stronger than resistance. 8 minutes a day is like carving new pathways in your brain. Soon what once felt like a lie will become your truth. Your outer world always reflects your inner world. When you shift your mindset toward abundance, the world begins to mirror it back. And it only takes 8 minutes of focused belief each day to begin that shift. The final secret to earning more is this: give, not because you're forced to, not because you're losing something, but because generosity opens the floodgates of abundance. Dedicate 8 minutes a day to giving back in some way. It could be sharing knowledge, helping a colleague, encouraging a stranger, or donating a small amount to someone in need. Generosity multiplies. When you give, you declare to the universe, I have enough, I am overflowing, I can afford to share. And what you declare, wealth is not meant to create, you behold it like a river, it must flow. And when it flows through you to others, more flows back to you. That is the law of circulation. 8 minutes a day of giving transforms your relationship with money. You stop seeing it as something scarce and begin to see it as a tool for creating goodness in the world. And when you use money with purpose, more always finds its way to you. My friend, the 8 to 10 minute trick is not about shortcuts. It is about presence, discipline, and consistency. For just 8 minutes a day, you can visualize, give, learn, act, reset your mindset, and give back. Alone, 8 minutes may seem small, but together they weave a tapestry of transformation. Over weeks and years, these moments compound into a new reality, a reality of wealth, freedom, and fulfillment. So don't wait for hours of free time. Don't wait for the perfect day. Begin today. Begin now. For 8 minutes is all it takes to open the door to a life of abundance.